Captain? What's the good word then, eh? Well, Captain?
I've been wondering when you'd return. If that's what you want to do, then I'll...
Let's see.
Hello. Your pet is all... Now that they have that effect on their... If you feed your pet more, the boost will get even bigger. G'day. Yes, my liege. Training. Would you like me to train one for you? You fancy it? Keep in mind, I can only maintain... The bigger the better. Which kind would you like? Well, this one should be... Training will take me at least a day. Take care.
Let's see, what do you got?
So, he'll make his home in the armory. This place. I'll need some materials, though. 3 bundles of beach stone, 2 bear hut. I marked some locations on your map. The most difficult to buy.
Just finish these action quests and get back to the main line and start that.
Leave it. There's no need for aid. Just wait. When I'd return, Tome, it's in the chamber at the end.
Bullshit potions. Okay, I'll get you your water. One sec. One sec. No, let me fill it up. Come. Alright, let's see.
Get up.
Okay, cool. Pickman. What's up, underdog? How you doing? How's picking your nails going? And I like it. Good call. Gav. How was your week? How was your day today? Cool. Stop running into that.
This old ruin won't look back to the mission.
Cycle the Third, the pirate? Oh, Netta, if you could only see the skies over Gallows End. Magnificent. Do you recall the base-born myth of the Pirate King? They called him Dead Kell. Well, he lives, my love, and is as existent as you or I. Not only that, but has built quite the harbor on our hidden isle. Years of his miserable life have been spent in this grand endeavor, time that could have been better spent. Strange. All my records indicate that Dead Kell was butchered not long ago by the Alfar of all people. Clearly, such reports were erroneous.
The Templar will see.
I must...
This old ruin. This is not a job for a scholar. It's good to see you again.
Okay. Let's rob the treasure room and see what we get. What's up? Don't take that. Let's see this. Take that.
This is Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You drink?
Mm-hmm.
You drink? I drink?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy drink.
Uh-huh.
It's enough for chilies.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Swim off this way. Fish. I'll take that. That's out. Let's see if we can go finish that. Oh, beast training ones, whatever. Task. Faction bar.
you, wouldn't it? I should have known Pepin would fail. He's never done otherwise. Well, the expedition has proven successful, and that is all that matters. This is one mistake that will not make its way into the Tome of Contrition. That is certain. Now we must depart. It is a long voyage back to Edessa. A pity our vessels are built for the gnomish frame. Otherwise I might have brought you with us. Yes, it is quite a pity. Goodbye.
Long way. Pet is all now that they have that. If you feed your pet more, I don't feel comfortable bringing in. If you want more, you'll have to release one of your current pets. Okay, if you change your mind today.
This tunnel's going to be a bit all of this. Now I'll need the time to work. Give goodbye.
Quest over here. Oh boy.
Did you come here to train or I've been you may even as part of you choose the monster you want to fight and then I'll guess in a control after the fight I'll tell you how you did. I like your enthusiasm. Do you want to fight a big larger creatures can be quite challenging. Which one would you like to fight? I hope you good luck. Hey! Ready for some training? I didn't think you'd beat the record for a root golem. I found a nice reward for you. Although I can't say I know where... Don't forget to come back soon. Did you come here to train or now that you've had... Let me know, and I'll test you to see how you... Do you want to fight a big creature or a bunch of larger creatures can be quite challenging. Bears good.
Guess we're gonna go through all these. There we go.
Yes, my liege. You got your first record. Here's a reward. See ya.
Weaker.
Ready for some training? Taste, let me know when you're ready to fight again. Do you want to fight a big creature? Larger creatures can be quite challenging. Careful. Good.
Yeah, let's go for it. Ooh, with the bears.
Ready for some training? Good job. Here's a little. See
20
ya.
seconds. I roll gold. Okay, no.
Did you come here to train? Let me know when you're ready to fight again. Do you want to fight a big creature or a larger creatures can be quite challenging. Wolves are good.
Piling up over here.
Yes, my liege. Yes. Don't forget to come back soon.
What does he do?
Did you come here to train or let me know when you're ready to fight? Do you want to fight a big creature? Larger creatures can be quite challenging. If you change your mind, let me know when you're ready to fight again. Do you want to fight a big creature? Don't worry. Which creature would you like to fight against? Don't get it.
Cool.
Did you come here to train or... Oh, you're making the... Here's a bit of gold. Don't forget to come back soon. Yes, my liege. Let me know when you're ready to fight again. And do you want to fight a big creature? Don't worry. Which creature would you like to fight again? Brownie's good.
Nice.
Yes, my liege. There won't be any... I've been saving this for... See ya. Ready for some training? Let me know when you're ready to fight again. Do you want to fight a big creature or a bunch of small... Don't worry. Which creature would you like to fight against? Don't worry. They're small spiders. Good luck. Hey! Did you come here to train? Don't forget to come back soon. Did you come here to train or chat? Let me know when you're ready to fight again, and I'll test you. Do you want to fight a big creature? Don't worry. Which creature would you like to fight against? These giant... Hey! Did you come here to train or... Well, I'll be. You take it. See ya.
This tunnel will offer the I'm close. Bye.
How can I help you today?
Daddy finger, what do you like?
Hey. I don't think they're gonna let you in if you're the big bad wolf. I think you need to be nice. I think you need to be nice.
Watch out for scabs.
He's...
Yes, my liege. Clearing the debris will make... Which reminds me, Zephwin Lan keeps solace... You'll have to find him at his campsite in the wood. Bye.
How's this place? Jeez, didn't even tell me where to look. Excuse me.
I swear I saw a Jotun wreck. You want me? I'll break camp and meet you up at Graveall as soon as I... Be careful.
Zephwin Lan, a vast but first I'll need you to get me 3 bundles of bear hide. Zeph, I'll be ready to start as soon when you have all the bye.
God, I think fast travel. So far in. Yeah, let's figure it out. Oh. All right. See. Perfect. What? To be ambushed. Not good. Tired of the shadow physics, man.
So you killed her? I don't know what to feel. I've dreamt of this day ever since, and she was right. I don't feel better now that I've avenged her death. It just... Thank you. Take this, it was Mother's. Goodbye.
Okay, that'd be cool, but not what I need. Let's put this one down here first. You know what? Let's go for this one first. And then from there, go around. Bugs. Need the bugs. I don't need unnecessary fights, to be honest. Let's see if this unlocks the fast travel. Go there to grab. And that's fast travel. I think that's a side quest. There. Bump. Grab that fast travel point. Just say new location unlocked already. How close do I have to get?
I feel... What do you... I'll start work right now. Bye.
Another side quest.
To see. Let me know when you want me to go search. I'm glad that time. Would you like me to start salvaging? I've been keep. Let me know if any of these sound worth salvaging. We should at least get some good walk. Talk to you when I be wary.
go to bed in this game. Go from there. Who are you?
Oh,
Hey, Geekette.
I was beginning when Patrick found me and told me of your keep. I moved here.
He was, and every time I try and talk to him, he disappears. It's quite upsetting. It's quite upsetting. I feel like I scare him away. I think he's scared. Yeah, he does that. Over here. How you been, Geekette? So we're saying his underdog is an NPC. Through and through. You interact with him, but he keeps walking away.
To see, there wasn't much to... Let me know when you want me to go salvaging again. These are the recent wreck. If any of them seem worthwhile, let me know. The Diverger are a clever sagecraft.
Yeah, rough couple of days mental health wise, but I'll be okay. ADHD brain has him wandering, yeah. No, I've been there. I had that a couple of days this week, so.
Yes,
just one thing after another.
Just a few finishing touches remain. Which reminds me, word hat Deirdre Gwyn's her name. She's learned in ancient languages. If gossip is to be believed, the girl is unhappy. Just a few Bye.
There we go. I mean, I took a couple of days off streaming just to relax for a bit. It's kind of nice, but I need to get back on it before I won't have access to my console.
I'm so glad you came calling. Oh, you have. I'll pack my things. Take care.
Go this way. Basically just doing faction quests tonight, and then once they're all done, I'll tackle the main story like thoroughly, because those are like the main quests to kind of focus on other than the story, so I should probably just I don't have anyone to prepare my equipment yet.
It's rumor said. Speak to her in the library if you need any. We've built out, yes, but now it's in my dream. The keep was much taller than it. I'll just need you to get me the following material. Great. I'll get to work as soon as you're back. Goodbye.
Go in the Siren's Den. Of course I do. Going in. Alright. Oh, there's hopefully here and here. Okay. If I don't have to travel fully through the dungeon, great. Come on. Cool. There we go. Should be right here. You wanted this. That's on you. Okay, let's get out of here. There's no side quest in here. There's no point exploring. Plain and simple. Plus, there's no point in me doing every side quest. I'm gonna burn myself out. I just want to get the faction quest done and then go from there. A couple of these ones I don't think I can get done. That, and that are like tasks. They kind of stay there. This one, and these three I need to get done. Did you do any of the weekly on Destiny 2? I think you did. You were streaming one day this week. Alright. Go. How was your adventures, bro?
Managed to pull someone from the water by the wreck. Says his name is Martin Strand. A trainer. I'm ready to go out again whenever you want me to. I've been searching. Do you see one you'd like me to salvage?
Oh, how's the raid? I gotta feed my pets. Make it a second counter, Salvation's Edge. Ooh, okay.
Hello.
It's coming along nicely. And what do we have here? Goodbye.
That's good, though. I mean, it's getting easier for you guys. So it's important.
You must be the one Zephyr was telling me about. Don't. For a small fee, I'll gladly pass. Don't travel without a potion.
See how my library looks.
Oh, hi.
Here's a quest.
Welcome to the... I've only barely arrived and I've been doing some thinking. Should you find any more such books, please bring them to me and I will... It shouldn't take me more than a day to... And just when I thought... It shouldn't take me more than a day to See you.
What's in ya? Sure.
Oh, hi.
More people here.
You must be your scout. Hopefully, I can be of some use here. I do offer training. All right.
Well, don't worry, though. I'm putting myself to use. I sell things and buy them.
Oh, I ran out of money. Shocking. Okay.
No question. Thanks.
Cool.
For stopping. If you're looking to move some, come back anytime.
Is there right now the gold? Sure. Don't need these. Sell these after this.
I hope you're here.
All that for 300,000. Wild. First, talk to him.
There was a survivor on the ship. He says he knows a lot about out. I'm ready to be sent out again. Let me know if any of these are worth salvaging. Those all give me a day. Be wary.
Just keep sending them out. This is.
Yes, my liege. G'day. It makes me happy to be a Paddy promises the world. G'day.
Let's talk to her, see what happens. And from there, talk back to him, Paddy, and see what happens from there.
Hi, see? It didn't take me that long. I never realized. Well, enjoy. Let me. And just when I thought it shouldn't take me more than a day. See you.
Yes, my liege. My suspicions were confirmed. A man like that will be curious, imaginative. Bye.
Just recruiting everyone.
This is a tragedy.
And that it is.
Oh, hello. Have you come to be I would be. I shall call.
You cannot You will find him in the gallery, searching for. There's one last thing to build. Your keep is tall, but my dream has shown me a tower so tall. And for this, I will need 3 bundles of beach stone. 4 bundles. Okay, I can't wait to get started. Goodbye.
I was talking to this weirdo in my house.
What can I do for you? Take care.
Alright, let's go grab the material he needs. And then we should be done with this place. And it's back to the mainland with the rest of its faction quests.
Yeah?
No, it's closer if I'd done that. It's right here. Fuck out. Take that. Sure. You know, and love to feed by root goblin, but that guy just won't let me interact with him. Jesus, all the way there. Yeah, this one better option. I'm hoping it doesn't take all 4 spots. I wouldn't be upset. Up. And over. Come on. Some more for stone. Nice.
Cycle the forth, the Dverga. The fair Gorta have discovered my presence. They hunt me deep into the evenings, poking their torchlit skulls into every nook and fasting. I cannot tarry here, not for long. It's become apparent that the Dverga were the last civilized race to inhabit Gallows End, if you can call the dwarves civilized. Remnants of their dominion scar the isle from top to bottom, culminating in the great keep of Gravehall in the south. However, I can locate no reference to such a place in the Frostbeak Omnibus. Their occupation was provisory at best. Another group come and gone. What was that? Sound. Footsteps? My nerves are fraying, dear Nita. Odessa is all I fancy. Your face and the comforts of home. I must go, for they come.
Gotta go up and around. Oh boy. Do not want to fight you, not because you're weak, it's just annoying. This way. Shit. Come on. Joking. A kid, because I can just... Yep. There's some rights, God. Can't. Indicator's cap. I'll take it for the money. I think just random. did have to hit all 4 spots on this one. That's crazy.
Good to see you. Here's all I could find of value on the wreck. I'm ready to go back out again. Please, if any of them seem worthwhile, let me know. Well, if nothing else, I should be able to find... Should only be careful.
See this for a second.
Sorry if this translation... This journal was so... Anyway, I await your... There isn't a... Bring me anything you can't read. See you.
Doo-doo. Where's it?
Makes me happy to be able to... Don't... If you want more, you'll have to... Keep in mind... Take care. Yes, my liege. Training. Would you like me to train one for you? You fan... Keep in mind, I can only make small... What would you like? Creepy. Give me a day to find and train. Take care.
This tower is a challenge. I never doubted you. Bye.
Ooh, boy. Go rest up. I think I'm kneeling down. Sounds good, Geekette. Thank you so much for popping on by. Does have a quest for me now. God damn it.
It's quite the beautiful paddy. They're all, however, I will need you to go. Okay, for this one, you'll need to kill some Mergen and scabs. Bring the vials of paint back to... Take care.
Still don't have like a smith to repair my stuff. That's weird. Maybe I do, I just never checked.
It's a monster. It's all bagged up. You just need to retrieve it. You'll have to retrieve the loot I gathered from the wreck. Some beast surprised me and I had to flee. Be wary.
That's fine. Never a dull moment. Nah, it's not that bad. It's not that far. Ooh. Oh, that gets them all off my back. I feel like how that body is just sliding away. Ooh. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Don't really need it right now.
I can go searching again whenever. These, if any of them seem worthwhile, let me know.
Ooh.
You know how those Alpha missionaries are. See you tomorrow. Be wary.
Is anyone in here yet? Do I have a repairman? I do not. Okay. Should be easier.
Your pet is all now that they have that effect. If you feed your pet more, the boost will. G'day.
I don't have enough for a wolf. Should have got a wolf when I got a chance.
Busy, busy, busy. This last edition will please you more than the others. Now that it's nearly done, the time is right to ask. There is no one better Bye.
Let's see.
Good day.
Now that we have a ship to go with Pad, I'll wrap the pleasure.
Well, if it actually, you're pretty much. The only customer. Watch out for scabs.
What do you think, my liege? Nothing has and have you heard? If you require her services, she can be found, my liege. Now that your throne room is prepared, we will let it be. You may render judgment or bye.
Oh boy.
Greetings, Master of Gravehawk. I'm humbled. Without further ado, let's begin. Shall we begin? With whom should we engage in diplomacy? The Varani are a loose collection of beyond commerce. What kind of diplomatic mission would you like me to conduct with them? How big a trade would you like me to make? Excellent. I'll be back tomorrow. Nice seeing you.
I have been looking for a friend of mine who was also aboard our ship when we wrecked. I believe she could have survived the crash. Her name is Sister Siana. Will you find her for me? All I know is the front of the ship broke off as we approached the... Oh, think I saw the front. I pray...
See if there's anything else. Yeah, okay, fine, fair.
Wish I'd stayed.
Just keep on this path all the way there. So these are going to be repeatable, so what I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go back to the mainland after this. Because yeah, there's just not much left. This place is pretty much all done, other than the side quests, but do that whenever. Goddamn Kuma swipes. I'm gonna drop shit. Okay. Just did.
Some monsters chased me away from... It's all bagged up. You just need to be careful.
Yeah, man. This is the last time I'll hear them in out here. Bad news.
Do you need my... It wouldn't surprise me. I was afraid of the worst. And thank you for bringing me this letter. It's comforting to have her fall for this Akara business.
That was a mysterious target. Oh. It's a good call to wait. I'll take it. I'm just getting this rare late.
When my ship wrecked on the unfortunate, if you would go get them for me, I have a special shield in my inventory. Thank you so much.
Don't need another shield, but sure. Okay. There we go.
The trade mission was a success. Here are the goods I managed to procure. With whom should we engage in diplomacy? The Loselvar are a mysterious and Frenlok is an outpost in the cold, ice-brine coast. What kind of diplomatic mission would you like me to conduct with them? How much do you want to give? This should improve relations between us. Nice seeing you.
Want to shop?
Okay, definitely have to find my way through. What? Smells like what? It's dark? Yeah, it's dark. Get some sleep, bud. Sure. Yo. I think was busy with something. Because I sent the invite like 2 hours ago.
Probably. Likewise, though.
Oh, you got
the birthday thing tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But I'm doing a bit of long board, so I'm gonna finish that before I knock out.
Sounds good.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just grinding out. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I'm almost out. Cool. Okay. My kids, yeah. It's a weird day for all kids. Mine's still awake. I mean, we'll chat about the movie later, but I don't want to start that stuff. I will chat about the movie later. However, I think we should finish up the Remnant 2 stuff at some point. Because they announced the DLC for September.
Oh, it's coming out in September?
Yeah. Yeah.
Month and a half ago?
Yeah, so we're definitely going to get that done for you, so then everything's caught up for the character in terms of story sense.
Yeah.
This definitely want the cap of justice. All I say is that, like, so my brother's like, it's a good movie. Like, without spoiling anything, it's a good movie, but he's like, the bar's supposed to set really low with some of the Marvel stuff.
For the, he didn't like the other stuff?
Like in Marvel in general, he's like, the bar set pretty low though. You know, like, fair, I can agree with that, yeah, the bar set low, but they put in work. They put in work in this. Without going too much into the movie, they put in work.
Good. I tried all the references. Those people in there, bro. I threw up pretty sure some of those people in the theater probably thought I was a gangster. Every time something good happened, I had my gun finger in the air.
Any of them seem worthwhile, let me know.
We were fucking hyped about it because some of the stuff in there was like, oh man, this is finally helping. Like, finally happening in this, and finally happening over there. Like, it's like,
Yeah, I don't know, those little bombs, they're like, fuck. And then you saw the 20th Century Fox sign in the ground.
Yeah, that was great. That was a long time coming, though.
This guy went off, man. The fight between him and Wolverine, so good.
It's a long time coming. You can't get upset because they put in the work. That's the thing, right? It's not like they phoned it in.
Graciously accepted. They were pleased by our contribution. With whom should we engage in diplomacy? What kind of diplomatic mission would you like me to conduct with the Losofar in Hrenlock? How big a trade would you like me to make? Excellent. I'll be back tomorrow. Nice seeing you.
Yeah, I wish Rizzo was on so we'd talk really quick about it, but no, the one thing I wanted to address with you was, one, we should definitely get your Remnant 2 stuff done, just so you're caught up for September, and then two, if Marvel Rivals comes out, you should probably play that, like, for free.
Isn't that the like shooter one? Or
whatever? The Overwatch, basically.
Yeah, that's probably that one.
Hey man, might as well try it out. Apparently it's pretty good.
Did you need to buy something?
I don't know, I guess we'll see.
Kid's birthday tomorrow.
Well, yeah, it's not tomorrow. We're just doing our thing tomorrow because it's actually on Wednesday, which is in the middle of the week. So
yeah, it's
a way after or now.
Fair enough.
So we do her party now. We save a couple of gifts for her on Wednesday, so she can open them on her actual birthday.
And
then
save them all.
They're at the party, whatever they're at the party tomorrow, and then she can open those then, I guess, or whatever.
No, just save them all. Just save them all for Wednesday. Just no, you're not allowed. You gotta wait. So upset. Like, nope, sorry.
Yep. Turning 14.
Mine's acting like a teenager, so.
Oh man.
No science.
We'll pick up her BFF in the morning.
I gotta watch the Joker movie. The first one, anyways.
If you need any of your...
You've seen it, or you want to watch it?
I want to watch it. I haven't seen it.
You've never seen it?
No, this wasn't on my radar, man. And people, like, I have a weird thing where, like, okay, Deadpool 3 is hyped, but the hype kind of matches it. For Joker, it's like, there is hype behind it. It got overhyped. And I just kind of sat there thinking, like, I don't see the appeal because, like, okay, it's a Joker movie, but it's not like a DC Universe Joker movie. It's like an art piece, and I'm like, okay, alright, that's kind of a thing. But I don't know, just something about it where it's like, it just didn't draw me in because it wasn't like a really major crime thing. I'm like, I don't really understand what they're trying to portray in this movie. You know?
My takeaway was they're basically trying to like humanize him in some way, which is weird to say because he is human, but what they did in the movie, since you haven't seen it, we'd have to talk about that after you watch it. Because I saw it. Outside of my gripe, it was a decent movie. But
The architect
like you said,
readied
it wasn't
himself.
like,
He construed the
you know what I
goods
mean?
of earth and sky
Yeah,
as
it's
tools,
just something
and
the way
wasting
they
plans of
portrayed
origins,
him
built two-piece planks
is
for wood
kind
and
of what took
stone.
away from
He
it.
began creating.
But
Waters trickled
yeah,
through
I
the
don't know.
she, and life
we'd
sprung
have to
from
like,
the ground.
we'd have
The
to all
wolf and its
because they
antelope, the
showed
bear and its fish.
they showed the trailer
All
for
the
the
work
second
of the
one.
architect.
Yeah,
right?
that
And it's
one,
kind of, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's just kind of like I guess the situation with the movies are because they're kind of like art pieces, and yes, like from what you're saying, you're trying to humanize them, which I got from the trailer. I just gotta say this. There's no end in sight, right? Like, it just feels like at some point you're just gonna cut it off, and that's like the end of it. If that makes sense. Which is kind of like, okay, well, if you have such an amazing writing character, why not go forward with it? Not run it to the ground, of course, but go forward with it and see what happens when it interacts with, the secondary component of that character, which is Batman. And that's the bottom line. You know what I mean? It's basically Batman. It's a secondary component. You're not kidding me, man. I got that trap. Okay. I've done so much Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I have like a new deck to play that's not just Blue Eyes. I'm saying, yeah, I'm having fun with this. You gotta buy visions and mana. I think I'll be like the newest RPG I'll be streaming, and then
when is that?
August. I think late August. Fire. So, you gonna get yourself a Honda Odyssey?
Sorry, say again?
You gonna get yourself a Honda Odyssey?
Maybe a Kia.
No, that fell apart. No, they did really well with that. Yeah, that whole montage of him traveling through the various comics.
Yeah, with all the variants. Yo, Patch Adams.
Yo, the first one being comic book accurate, because that's exactly how big he is. That's the best part about it. Is like, the people in the theater were laughing. I was like, that's crazy. Like, why? And it's like, that's actually what Wolverine's supposed to be, based on the comics. Like, and in the actual, like, 1-for-1, like, sightings, he's not some like 7 foot, 6 foot tall dude. He's short. He is a short man. Because his bone density just crushes everything.
The only one that I'm not really familiar with. Oh, what's that now? was the one where he was in that universe with the cross.
Yeah, so
one or whatever. So I'm like, it's funny.
That one
because it was like just him alone, with like you getting tortured.
Yeah, it was a one-off type series. It was like in the House of M, so it was that one basically because the House of M wasn't really. It was and it wasn't a big seller in terms of comic book sales.
It's always funny when I hear that because of what it was, or is, or was supposed to be. I'm like, how the hell was that not? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, after a certain time, I wasn't like deep diving into comics, but the ones I used to hear about the most is like Messiah Complex, the Illuminati ones, and House of M, right? And like the Apocalypse ones, when they like travel through time or whatever, right? And it's like when I look into it now, because they put some of that stuff in '97, and even now with this, and even the whole, I did like a little deep dive into House of M when they did Vision, or the WandaVision thing, because I know that's where it was from, but I wasn't fully familiar with the story. And it's like you keep seeing, oh, it didn't do that. It's like, what? How? So what did better than this?
Well, the reason why is because, like, when House of M came out, it was around the time when they weren't really advertised. It was during the era when people heard in the rumor mill that Marvel was going to write off mutants altogether and focus on humans. Because technically they're both the same thing. When like on paper, they're the exact same thing. That's something you can't really deny because that's true. They're the exact same thing. What's a mutant? A human being with altered genetics that gives them superpowers. What's an inhuman? A human being with dormant altered genetics that goes through a transformation that gets some superpowers.
Yeah, that old paragenesis.
Right? Basically the same thing. Until they weren't sure. That's why you saw a lot, if you looked at it, there was a lot of stories around that time where there's a lot of focus on Inhumans and their series and their shit and everything that goes down with that. And then you also find out they took out House of M was also like almost a population. Like you went from a strong couple of 100,000 mutants to like 400, I think it was. 400 mutants left. So it was just like it was crazy. People were just like, this is insane. Like, so it was kind of nice to see that reference. It flew by everyone's head. I know it did. Like, unless you were a hardcore X-Men fan, you weren't gonna know. Like, you weren't gonna know.
Which one? The Fever Dream?
Yeah, the Jesus situation, yeah. Because the other Wolverine that you saw in the future, the Apocalypse one, that's when he was a horseman. That's it. Everyone knows that situation.
What was he, Death in that one?
I think he was either Death or War. I don't remember.
The one with the one hand, right?
Yeah.
And then the Emma Frost. But the Emma Frost and him one shoot, isn't that something new?
Sort of. Sort of.
I mean, I like how he looked or whatever. Like,
You're talking about the James Bond looking fuck, right?
Yeah, with the Patch Adams or whatever the hell his name is. And then the Henry Cavill.
Wolverine was the greatest, and the fact that he didn't change his accent.
Yeah.
But the other part about it that was really good is
I wonder how much they paid him for that.
Old Man Logan was and then the other
him in the leg.
And then the other one where he fights the Hulk.
I hoped you would. There was a time when kings begged. I have so many names. Now
It was good. And then the callbacks.
Bruh. When I seen Elektra, I was like, what? How did I see Billy to roll up in the truck? I'm like, no! Imagine I screamed like a girl, okay? And not just Blade, but the OG Blade. And then Gambit, like, oh.
He got his role. He got his role.
Yo, this guy talking about being done. I was like, finally, get to do something.
And he pulled off a really good accent too.
Yeah, he really did. He was like, I feel like you're saying something. Like, I can't understand.
You're dropping so much exposition and we don't have a translator in. But the other one that made it...
I'm in. What about you? You're all gonna die. Dude, read the room!
Yeah, no, the other part that made it so good was the Chris Evans cameo. I completely forgot. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, he did play this character.
Yo, Brendan, when he said flame on and took off, I was like, what the oh yeah! I was like, okay, I forgot. You were the Human Torch before you were Captain America. You're like, this guy's been getting that Marvel money, eh?
Yeah, almost till you're 90. Oh, so
that
good.
Was funny. And I was like, who would have thought that I'd be the one that has a franchise? Yeah, man, so much good stuff, bro.
The fucking dance montage in the beginning.
We want to get him. Because he's the best thing to ever come out of Canada. And then clapped him. And was like, keep my country's name out your with the Will Smith line.
Like, that and like...
No, Ryan, that's too soon.
Nah, man, it's okay. It's totally fine. What is Will Smith really gonna do? Let's be real. What's he really gonna do? He knew what he was doing the second that happened.
Yeah, even still, like, I didn't know it was that big of a deal, but they did the whole Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds beef thing. Like, they did a little bit of it. So Wizzo was there to kind of fill in the blanks for me. Because, like, I knew there was something, but I didn't realize it was that big a deal. Right? But then they was like, oh, and it's like, I don't like it. He's like, oh, you never did. I was just like, but I thought they meant it from, like, a comic book perspective, where it's like Blade didn't like Deadpool for whatever reason. But it was a real life like situation, so I was just like, oh snap, okay, that actually carries a lot more weight now.
So here's the thing, right? Like, here's the thing. This came in at a time where Wesley Snipes was probably one of the most, not highly paid actors, but like one of the most sought out actors. If that makes sense.
Running shit when Blade dropped.
When Trinity dropped, he was at like peak ego. And so everyone was just like, he's so intolerable. Like, they had to CGI his eyes opening at the end of the scene. I hope you know this.
His eyes opening at the what?
So you remember the end of Blade Trinity, where he's on the table, the examination table?
It was New Wallet. What is this?
They had to CGI his eyes open.
Remarkable.
How come? Well, he was actually speaking?
No, he just refused.
I want you not
to open his eyes?
And when you sort it,
why? That's part of the scene.
On set, so from what Patton Oswalt said, on set, Wesley Snipes had such a fucking ego that it got to situations where, like, he got to a point where he got to a squabble with the director, and he's like, you do that one more time, I'm not putting you on the set of the movie. And he refused to work or talk to anyone else other than the director and the producer. Because he's just like, okay, I'm not talking to anyone else, I'm talking to you guys directly, passing you guys notes, letting you know that you need to talk to me. Because I think there was a comment or something about he mistook someone calling him trash, and he just went off. It just went off, and it was fucking, like, there's a whole thing about it. Like, I definitely, if you want to find out, definitely pull it up and like just read up on it or watch a video about it. And it's just like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Well, what happened to him afterwards must have been well shameful for him to act like that and then have that happen.
So
I guess he was carrying on the same way as he was in real life, because it's like, I don't understand how because when I heard that part, I was like, how the fuck does that happen? You're one of the like biggest actors or best paid actors right now, or whatever.
So here's the thing, him being arrested
for tax evasion, like what?
So the tax evasion situation wasn't actually his fault. It was just poor advice from his accountant and everything. The problem is because so many actors, directors, business people did this, that because it came into light, the prosecution was just like, nope, we're going to make an example out of you. Unfortunately, you're the sacrificial lamb.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Like, you're the one we're going to make an example out of. We're going to have them showcase to everyone else, like, what's going on. And yeah, no one's gonna probably ever do it again. Like, people still did it, but he was just like, hey, you got caught in the crossfire. Literally caught in the crossfire. So it was just one of those things, like, he got fucked over harshly, and then when all this stuff came into light, that's when he started getting acting roles back and everything. Because people understood that it wasn't really his fault. Him being a jerk and Blade is his fault. But
yeah, because after that, I think the first one he did something after that was those movies that
Expendables.
Sylvester Stallone was making. Yeah, Expendables, that one. That was the first time I seen him in like a hot minute. And then after that, he did that one I think with Don Cheadle, and a couple others after that, and then now this one.
Yeah. Honestly,
this one is huge because I know this movie cake. Right?
But
That's a nice payday for him right there.
But here's the thing, Blade's also really getting... If the new Blade movie came out, it would have made quite a bit of money. And the reason why is because the comics are going fucking crazy, dude. I think right now, currently, Blade... So, if I'm not... I haven't read it fully, I'm waiting for like the full release of everything, and then I'm gonna read it or watch it or something like that. But I think currently he finds out he has a kid. Because he has a kid, they want to make him the Vampire King. The Avengers are like, no, that's not happening. That's going to be a bad situation if that happens. And Blade's just like, no, I'm going to be the Vampire King. I'll keep them in check. They say no. And now Blade is fighting the Avengers, like, and he's winning.
Oh, he is Blade, but still,
no, because
quite a bit of powerhouses for him to go up against.
It's because
apparently his healing factor is supposed to be stupid too, like unlike Deadpool Wolverine levels.
Well, it's that, and I think something in the comic he gets imbued with the power of the Vampire King, and the only Vampire King left, or before, or the only one ever, is Dracula.
Dracula? Yeah, and he's like the GOAT.
Yeah,
like, he's like the vampire.
And I think he gets this power. Like, I need to read it because it's just crazy. Like, the only two people that kind of got toe-to-toe with him, because Wolverine and Deadpool are involved in this, of course, but the only two people that kind of went toe-to-toe with him was Spider-Man and Cap. And for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it's definitely an interesting one for sure. Where the fuck am I supposed to go for those quests? Okay, anyways, I don't know what's going on with this faction quest thing. I think it broke on me. I don't have to read the goddamn journal. But yeah, so, like, there's that, and... dude, Elektra's like the old... Elektra and Blade are like the two oldest superhero live-action characters. I think. Yeah, they are.
No. Dolph Lundgren.
No, like, in terms of Marvel.
Yeah. Punisher is Marvel.
Dolph Lundgren didn't...
Dolph Lundgren did Punisher, and then that wrestling guy, well, I don't know if he's a wrestling guy, but that other guy did the other version of the Punisher. And then, what's his name, James or Chris, whatever, the guy that played that movie in that TV show Hung, he did the recent version of the Punisher. And then I think somebody else did it after that, or he did too. That's why when Blade said that, there's only one Blade and there's always going to be one Blade. That's why that one's kind of funny to me, because with the Punisher, even though they mentioned him, they're like, oh, the Punisher, he's dead, or whatever, and they mentioned all those other guys that died. That's why that was kind of funny. Yeah, because Dolph did the original Punisher, and then that other guy did it, and then not James, what's his name? James something. And he did it. I think he did 1 and 2. He did the first one, and then he did the other one with John Travolta, when John Travolta was the bad guy.
Oh, that was the. I know which Punisher you're talking about.
Yeah,
the one where he
one.
lives in like a hotel or something, or like an apartment or something.
Or some room, abandoned house. That's what it was. But the first one, he was living in the sewer, and then I think the second one was the same thing, was the same idea. And then those two, he's living in the abandoned apartment with all those guys.
Yeah, and then the other Punisher was like, he has like a fucking prison underneath his house or some shit.
Yeah, so I think it would be him, and then, Blade and Elektra.
And the fact that Juggernaut was an actual person, not someone CGI to be tall.
Yeah, well, that's the Juggernaut from the other X-Men there.
Well, yeah. It's the entire X-Men series that's in that fucking area.
Yeah, and then they put they used a different person, but they basically put Lady Deathstrike back in there. So that was kind of cool.
Lady Deathstrike, Quail, Toad, all these people are in there.
Yeah.
Because they're in the void. That's where they go.
Yeah, that's why when he was like, oh, this is where they send useless trash.
That's why there's so many Deadpool.
The Gambler
Well, it's not even canceled, they just never did it.
And then even
that's why he's like, I don't even know. That's what
Blade one now, there's rumors that Ali is wrapping out for whatever reason.
It's taking too long. It's just taking too long. The dude was in his prime when he took the Blade movie, and because the project kept getting delayed, he's like not getting any work. I don't blame him. I don't blame some of these actors.
But my thing is, that part makes sense, but honestly, didn't they be working on other things in the meantime? Because I mean, Chadwick Boseman was doing like 2 movies when Black Panther was being filmed. Like, this guy's body went through the ringer. He had to lose weight to play Black Panther, and then he had to gain weight to play Thurgood Marshall. And both of those movies were basically running at the same time.
Well, so here's the thing though, right? There is a situation of, yes, they can work 2 movies at the same time, but there's also a situation of, hey, we'll shoot all your stuff first, because that's not going to change, right? Right? That's not going to change. And then we're going to go ahead and shoot the other stuff around it. Here's the thing with Blade. There's been rumors that Blade is not even going to be the main character in the movie.
For the new Blade movie?
Yeah.
So then how the hell are they going to call it Blade?
Right? That's the thing.
I mean, if they said it's Black Knight, and then Blade's going to be in it, that's a different thing. But if they said, yo, we're doing another Blade movie, but then again, they said they're going to do another Blade movie. It's not like they said, oh, he's just going to be the new Blade in a movie.
No,
it's mincing words or some shit.
No, it's because. So here's the thing. I don't know if you noticed. Kevin's not involved in a lot of the projects, not by choice. Not by choice.
Wasn't James Gunn supposed to be doing some of their stuff now? Or was that for DC? He's
in DC. He's in DC now. So, like Ryan Reynolds are hoping James does something. James do something. The other situation though is like Kevin's not really involved in a lot of the projects that are going on. Not by choice though, but because like these projects started before Bob Empire had them just like, alright, we need to stop writing that we're gonna do projects and we need to complete projects. Like projects need to be completed. Which, I mean, among other colorful language, but he's not wrong though, when you really think about it. Disney announced like what, 23 movies? And how many have come out in like 2 years since then? Not a lot.
2, some other stuff,
That's the problem. That's the problem right there.
Whereas when they did the first one, it was phase 1 and 2. What is it now? Phase 3, right?
There was a movie every quarter. There was a movie
Yeah,
every
yeah.
quarter during phase 1.
Every, like, November, July, friggin' January, whatever, like, we were getting a consistent amount of movies. When I realized that it was, like, 21 movies, I was just like, wait, what? I was like, hold on, I watched 21 movies in this short span of time? Because when I went back to go rewatch them, I was just like, what the, why is there so much?
And the problem with it, like the biggest problem with it right now is like
doing sending a neophyte to rescue me.
they
Doesn't he understand what's going on here? There is a
Shang-Chi gave a good strong start in my opinion. Because that was supposed to start phase 2.
Patrick Morgan's wife may have died
Was
from
that phase 2
natural
or 3?
causes, but nothing
Because
natural
phase
brought
2
her
was
back.
with
I know, because I've
Ultron.
been watching her walking corpse feast
So
on
with
prisoners for over a
Shang-Chi,
week.
that was phase
She and her husband
3?
No,
died.
no, Shang-Chi was
If you
post.
strike quickly, you can catch them by surprise.
Like Shang-Chi was supposed to be
like before.
Which one was no? Which movie was starting after Infinity War?
After which one?
Because it was after Endgame.
So, the first one was Infinity War was phase 2.
Yeah, no. See,
Infinity War 2 was phase 3.
So no. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Everything up to Endgame was almost like phase 1, I think. Yeah, let me pull this up. I'm actually gonna type this in. See here, phase 1. Movies in order. So phase 1, right, was
Iron Man, Doctor Strange, all the origin ones. Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Captain America.
Yeah, no, phase 1, dude, was everything up to
Avengers.
I think so.
Yeah, all of that led up to Avengers, and then after Avengers, then it was.
Let me see. I got the list now. So it's Iron Man, Hulk, to Thor, Cap, Avengers, and then they did their one shots, which were just kind of like filler arcs, and then phase 2.
Iron Man 2.
No, I think phase 1. No, phase 1. So phase 1 was Iron Man, the Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the first Avenger, then the Avengers.
Yeah.
And then phase 2 was Iron Man 3, Thor, Dark World, Winter Soldier, because Bucky gets involved, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, Age of Ultron, then Ant-Man. Then phase 3 was Civil War, Strange, Galaxy, Homecoming, Ragnarok, Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man Wasp, Marvel, and Endgame, followed by Spider-Man Far From Home. Phase 4, alright, so the one that started phase 4, which I think we're on now, was, so yes, Black Widow, which is a prequel movie, which I don't officially count as phase 4, because that's just like a prequel movie that introduced additional characters. Shang-Chi, because that's when the Avengers and people start talking again. Eternals, No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Thor, Love and Thunder, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and then you got the minis, WandaVision, Falcon, all this stuff. So
Loki, all that shit, yeah.
And then Werewolf by Night. I gotta see Werewolf by Night, fuck. And then phase 5. So now we're on phase 5.
So now it's okay. So 5. So 5 is a fresh one now. Because we didn't get a big. Because for phase 4, we didn't get a big collaboration. So wouldn't that mean that one is still going?
The reason being is because what's his name was supposed to be the big bad. Kang the Conqueror was supposed to be the big bad, and then the whole shit that happened. Yeah.
Okay.
And so from there, so now we're on, because it was Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy, the
The way he
Marvels,
caresses her cheek
Deadpool and
wipes the blood from her
Wolverine,
chin.
and then it's Captain America, Brave New World, and Thunderbolts. That's supposed to be the films. I don't care about the TV shows, because the TV shows are going to be around forever.
Yeah, they're like usually just stuff to tie it together.
Well, not even tie together, just flush out extra characters that you saw in the movie. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, think about it this way, right? Like, Groot has his own TV show.
Yeah.
But he's in Guardians of the Galaxy, so that just flushes him out. Loki. The What If series is just the What If series. So yeah, Captain America, Brave New World, what they just announced with the Red Hulk and everything. And then Thunderbolts is supposed to come out, which makes sense because Red Hulk got introduced. Red Hulk's part of the Thunderbolts, so it was Baron
Threatening
Zemo
as
and
his
all
dead
these
wife.
people.
She's just I'll see to getting out.
So yeah, we're in phase 5, but it's because
because of all that other shit, we kind of defaulted over there because we never got the big finish with Kang.
Yeah.
Like we were supposed to. So it's either they're gonna try and do it in 5, or just scrap it and just do a new big bad.
Well, they're probably going to do a new big bad, and the reason being is because this is the thing, though, right? Like, you have to keep in mind, they're doing movies based on a timeline variance of Earth, right? They're not doing multiverse theory that DC is doing, which is like, this Earth is separate from this Earth. This is why the events are completely different. Where these timelines are, well, this is why this person is not here, because they're not part of this timeline. This is why this person's not. Like, think about it. He goes to Earth 616 where the Avengers are, and then he goes back to 10,000 because there's no Avengers there.
Yeah.
Right? So that means they've never really faced. Like, the only reason why they, like, Deadpool is able to, like, survive is because, like, what's the best way to put it? He just, unfortunately, has some pretty good fucking luck. You know what I mean? Like, he has that luck to do these things. Where, like, even he said himself, is like, oh man, like, I don't know how to actually save the world, but hey, I did it, kind of thing. He's like, the people I know don't know how to save the world, which is true, because they made Colossus in his entirety, like,
I will remain behind. Attend to goodbye then.
like, he's strong, but he's not smart, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the movie also really puts in the situation of, hey, this entire universe is the Fox universe, because there's the Fantastic Four. There's all the variants of the Fantastic Four, if you didn't know this. So, like, there's some really good hints on everything there. Sure, the Deadpool core is there, but that's because...
Yeah, that was lit.
That's because they just made multiple Deadpools. That was basically it. And Nice Pool.
That guy killed it. It was like, why aren't you? How long did it take you to regenerate? My man was like, regenerate? I was like, and I knew it, you know, from my seat, I'm like, I bet you he's the only one there that probably can't regenerate.
Yeah,
and
basically.
And then when they cut a bloody storm through all of them, I'm like, hold on a second. How are they dead? Aren't they supposed to, like, you know, regenerate? And then when they all got back up, I was like, thank you!
So...
And then Peter came and saved the day.
So here's the funny part. This is the one part with Lady Deadpool.
Yeah.
So she does have regenerabilities, but her regeneration cured her cancer.
Yeah. Okay.
But she refuses to take off the mask because she's like, I don't want people getting jealous. But that was Blake Lively, and then Baby Deadpool and Kid Deadpool was his other kids. It was their other two kids too.
Yeah? Oh,
yeah.
I made it a family affair.
Well, might as well.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
And so, like, but see, so here's the thing that kind of makes it odd, is like, so is this Colossus aware of Wolverine? You know what I mean? Like, did he know that Wolverine died, or?
Yeah, what's going on here? Because I feel like they could have touched on that. And then even with the other X-Men too, because there's friggin' Lucio and Teenage Negasonic Warhead. And it's like, they were all at the party, but nobody was saying shit. You know what I mean?
Yukio's fucking hilarious, though.
Yeah, she kills me. That woman, that chick has the least amount of lines, and it's the funniest
It's the
laugh.
funniest shit ever.
Hi, Wade. Hi, Yukio.
Oh no, that movie was done really well.
Yeah, it really was. The part that killed me too was how my girl just had her hand all up in people's head tops, yo. Like, I'm like, Regin, you're getting brain juice all over your fingers.
Cassandra Nova was done so well.
Yeah, I always like when they find an unknown and give them certain roles. And
Oh no. Oh, the actor. Yes. I thought you meant like
Cassandra Nova, yeah. Emma Corrin.
Yeah.
She was in like Broadway, and they went and scooped her up and was like, hey, Wagwan, like, you wanna do this? And then she was like, alright, cool. But then it's like when she said she was gonna turn it down, and then when she researched and looked at who Cassandra Nova is and saw what she looks like, she was like, on second thought, yes.
Yeah.
Apparently when they found her, she was doing something was happening with her skin. So she went to go do a chemical peel, and it left her skin looking like mashup. You know what I mean? So then when she was like, okay, let me think about this, whatever. And then when she researched what Cassandra Nova looked like and saw how shriveled up and whatever she looked like, she was like, oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, because then it's just like you fit the part, you don't have to worry about it.
You're just, you're literally by default the person without,
And like the casting was like they did some really good castings. Obviously, there's some things that like it's just funny how it's like there's only one Wolverine minus Cavill. Cavill's like the only thing that was the difference.
Many days past, my assistant. If you're willing to
And that was
aid
like the
me,
best part.
after I've heard of one ranging north. I kill one, harvest. I'll be here.
And like it's just
that opening montage. Bye.
Yeah, no, that was really good. That was really good.
I was rolling. Man had me bunking in my seat, yo. I was like, I was hitting the moves, bro.
Yeah, we
That's really funny.
the best part about it is, and one of my oldest brother pointed out too, he's like, you don't need to watch the first two movies to watch this because they sum it up super fast.
Yeah. The only thing, well, yeah, you really don't actually, because even the part where they showed him in her first meeting and falling in love or whatever, it's like the way the flashback is, you can see that, okay, this is his reason for being type of thing, so you don't really need to, to get like a deeper understanding, sure, go watch the first two, because it'll hit a little harder when you realize that, he was like a piece of shit, and he was, crazy as fuck, and then, yet still she was just like, I'm in love with you, and he's just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And like, just, alright, cool, I'll take the win. I'll take the win and move along.
So this is the part where I'm expecting you to be like, I'm out. But she wasn't. She was like, nah, I'm good. I'm happy here.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. Good shit, yeah.
Dogpool.
Yeah.
I love how no one shot at Dogpool. Just leave that shit alone.
Nope.
See, one thing I found hilarious is how, like, Cable's dead.
Cable's dead? Oh.
It is even just like, Cable's dead. He's not there anymore. Well, he's not there anymore, but he's like, oh yeah, no, Cable's dead. And poor Johnny.
Yeah. The part of it, you say to the uncredited.
Yeah, of course.
And he was like, yeah, you guys keep thinking that I got him killed. Well, look at this. That's a beautiful story. Off, bro. And even Rizzo pointed to that too. They were like, I think people are so used to now that Chris Evans is doing Captain America with all the righteousness and all that stuff, that they forget that he's just as bad, if not the equal to, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, 100%.
To like being goofy and swearing and you know what I mean?
Yeah. What the fuck am I fighting? And that happened. Anyway, Like, it's just...
The Shaper bequeathed her music to
That's
the
why they all get
countryside of
along.
marbled
Is
ruin.
because it's like...
The plains
And the one
birthed
thing
the
is
gentle
like, I think
grass.
all of those
Listless
actors
streams
needed that.
meandered through the verdant hills
Because
and babbled of their gentle travel to
to
the
do
face
a
of the
script that is
windswept cliffs.
essentially for teenagers and kids,
Thus the symphony of Arathel
and not really
began.
be able to just fucking swear, right? Is like, it can build on people.
There, take it.
Yeah.
All I really know
But
That's
that's
not even the part when he was like, "Oh my gosh, these fucking Gen Zs." I'm like, yep, custom.
So, what was the name of the giant fog creature? I just want to make sure I confirm this correctly.
The giant, Aleus or whatever, starts with an A. The one from Loki. The one when he pointed at it, like the one from Loki season 5, season 1, episode 5.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I think that's a nihilist.
A nihilist, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so it is a nihilist. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that to agree with me, or are you...
No, I believe it was actually a nihilist.
That's a potential big bad.
That he would come back. Well, yeah, because when they jumped through the portal, you know, it's supposed to basically read that they got through right in the nick of time. But if you look carefully, the portal was covered in smoke. So he could have gotten out, you know?
But he would be the big bad, because a nihilist is from the negative zone, not the void.
Yeah.
The negative zone. So the difference between that is, well, he's a god in the negative zone. So, like, he could be potentially another big bad, because now the void's brought into the question of like, what's going on there. Oh, there's a lot of setups. I don't think Deadpool's the one that's gonna set. What did Thor say? Tell me. Why is he crying? Why? So good.
And then the part when he was getting fitted for his uniform and grabbed his trash.
And but like 8 times over.
It was like, yo,
That's what he said.
Your seamstress is a pervert, but you know.
No, not a pervert. He was like, I think your seamstress is potentially a predator, but. And then I still gotta see the other Venom movie. Yeah, I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, you can skip it?
Yeah, you're good.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Like, it's Ryu? Bro.
But it ties into the third one. You can't say that.
Bro. Okay, you know what? Watch. Put it on. Go to the credits. And then roll it back to the last, like, 10 minutes. And then go forward and watch the credits. That's all but I don't know what the hell that was.
Well, it's Sony trying to not...
This is what I mean. Like, you guys just seriously need to like just stick to the damn script, bro. Like for real. Okay? Cause something. Okay. That movie should have been like the equivalent of the first Iron Man, or the first Black Panther, or the Winter Soldier, in terms of like people talking about it. Right? I watched the movie, and I kid you not, I completely forgot that it was there. It wasn't until I saw this one, I'm like, oh yeah, there was that. Yeah, we don't talk about that. It's basically gone into we don't talk about that anymore. Right? Like it was trash. Okay? Like I would even go as far as to say that the Morbius one, but from me personally, just because why it's supposed to be, I would even go as far as to say that the Morbius one is a little bit more tolerable than that. Yeah, so at the end of the day, at least you have Morbius doing Morbius things.
He's morbid. He's just morbid all day.
Yeah, the script was not the best per se, right? I feel like, Jared Leto did a pretty decent job portraying whatever. They kind of drifted away from the source material, but he was doing vampire shit. You know what I mean? Granted, it was whatever, but he was doing vampire shit. Where there's nothing in the carnage or whatever. It was just so like, what? I don't know. I mean, like, at the end of the day, had a bad feeling about it, and I watched it just because I'm a fan of the stuff. See what they did. It was trash because like I see these guys coming in there, and I want to see them in lineup.
Yeah.
How would I did it? But when I was done, I was just like, well, at least they tried, and I just, they just called it a day.
Because the venom we're getting is like straight up 100% alien venom. It's not like spider venom. Technically, he shouldn't even have those eyes because he doesn't get those eyes naturally. Those eyes are given to him because of Spider-Man powers. Like that.
Yeah. So it's like, and even so even the first one, it was not what I expected, but it was pretty good for what we would get. Right? And then him, like even like that detail that you mentioned now with the eyes or whatever, right? He's got those because of how Spider-Man's eyes are look or whatever. So when he merged with Eddie now, it's like, because keep in mind, the symbiote is still himself. He's just empowering Eddie. So Eddie doesn't have any influence over what he's going to look like, right? Whereas with Spider-Man, it's a little different because you're trying to be one with Spider-Man, so you're going to embody all of them, you know what I mean? Which even in this one, that they showed us, when he was like, oh, we are Venom, they were trying to say we are Venom or whatever, like even that technically shouldn't be there. Because up until now, he hasn't merged with Spider-Man.
And that's the thing that bugs me the most, is like, he didn't get the name Venom because he called himself Venom.
And even that too. That's very important stuff.
It's like
because show, right? Sorry.
Well, no, in the comic and the show, this is how it broke down. I'll tell you exactly how it broke down because I remember the scene directly. He's stalking Peter for God knows how long, and then they fight, and then he's just like, "What are you?" He's like, "Well, we wanted a name fitting for what you did to us, so we decided we would be your Venom. We will be your Venom." Thus, they call themselves Venom.
Verbatim, he was like, because you spurned us, and then he brought embraced us or whatever, he was like, we are like poison to you. That's why we call ourselves Venom. Right?
Yeah.
And then that's where,
So
I
when
remember
him
that
being
scene,
home,
I don't know why that scene is staying into my head. Like the whole speech and everything. He was like, we've seen billions of civilizations for eons of life, and all this knowledge you spurned, and Eddie Brock has embraced. We're your old kid. We're your what? We're your old clothes kid. Your hand-me-down. And it was like, we will feel everywhere, even in your night. We are poison to you. That's why we call ourselves Venom.
Yeah, and that's the thing that bugged me the most about it, because it's just like, where
that didn't happen yet.
and none of the other symbiotes. Okay, the other symbiotes getting their names, fine. They're in a lab. They get certain powers. They got experimented on. Okay, fine. Venom doesn't have that name because of having his name. Like, his name was given to him by. The only reason why, like. Okay, so the only reason why the other symbiotes would always win against Venom in certain fights is because symbiotes' offspring get stronger than their parents. That's just the nature of how it works.
That extra knowledge or whatever. Whether it be a process of evolution, which even Carnage is a perfect example, right? Because he's so strong that he doesn't, when he merges with Cassidy, it's not we, it's me.
Yeah.
I am. You know what I mean?
Well, him and Cassidy have such a... Like Carnage is one of those things that got so corrupted by Cassidy that it was a perfect merger in terms of, instead of like you said, yeah, it's not a me, it's not a me, it's not a we, it's an I. They're uniformed. They're uniformed together.
Even in the original show, he said it. He was like, he's blended so perfectly with Cassidy's corrupt mind that he refers to himself as I instead of we.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They don't see each other as two different people. They see themselves
like, bro, I'm
one
just
being.
as mad as you are.
And so that's, again, it's I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, sure, the Venom horse is cool.
The source material.
Well, that's the thing.
And then they know that there's supposed to be more there, because even in the No Way Home, Which one was strange? No Way Home?
No Way Home, yeah.
Even in the No Way Home, this man was looking at the screen from the hotel room, and he was like, that guy. Like he was like it's almost like he was drawn to him. You know what I mean?
Because the worlds are making sense now. That's the thing. The worlds are making sense. That's why he's like, I know him kind of thing, right?
I'll be here.
But, yeah, I love Venom to a T. He's like my favorite character, but fuck me, man. Just make things make sense. Like, the problem with...
And then it looks like they're even doing it backwards. Because remember, when he was boogieing from the thing, he left a piece of him behind, right? So I'm assuming that eventually that piece is going to go seek out Peter, right? Then Peter is going to become a Black Spider-Man, right? And then all that other shit's going to happen, right? And then I think at some point he's going to purge it, and then Eddie Brock is going to find it. So it's like you're literally hustling backwards. So then when he purges it, because we know he eventually purges it, right? Which Eddie Brock is he going to be on? But then I guess, what, they're going to make it work because it's supposed to be 2 separate timelines? But we already had a Venom and an Eddie Brock.
No,
so
there's one other host you're forgetting. There's one other host you're forgetting. And they're probably going to do that. That kid better get fucking shredded by the time that happens, though. Because that should just happen on its own. That's the problem. You know who I'm referencing to, which they should have done with the Venom movie to begin with. Not Eddie Brock. They should have used him. They should have used Flash Thompson.
Right.
Because
Agent Venom.
Everything would make sense in terms of the suit not doing a lot of things that Spider-Man would do, but doing other things that, you know, an alien would do to try and survive.
Even the swinging, because remember, it kind of adapts to the host and the power. So with Spider-Man, it makes sense that he would take on a spider-like nest and then swing webs or whatever. Because when he touched down, that was his first contact with human life and a person that has powers doing stuff to get around.
Yeah, where if he was
a person, he would have probably manifested some skateboards or some shit. You know what I mean?
Or a fucking, hey, what's this about a jetpack thing? Sure, we can try that.
Right? And we all
or a grapple system.
Or what is it? Flash Thompson is like a big Spider-Man fan, so you know him, portraying himself like that would make sense. Or whatever.
So here's the thing, though. Because they want to make it an original story. You don't get the Spider-Man obsessed Flash Thompson. You get the military-minded Flash Thompson. Because then things start to line up if you want to make it your own original story. Hey, Venom's now able to shoot projectiles out of his hands. Well, yeah, it's because Flash Thompson's thinking about using a gun in this scenario to save himself. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Hey, Venom's now almost like grappling and swinging himself around? Yeah, because Flash Thompson's thinking about how to infiltrate and get through other places. Things start to click because he's military-minded. It's not because, Spider-Man did, so we could... It's like, oh, okay, this is why this is starting to make sense, and this is why it's starting to... There's a ways around it without making it look like you're just saying he met Spider-Man at some point, but you're never going to explain. You're just never going to explain when that happened. Because everything is Spider-Man related, but you're just going to leave it blank. And everyone's going to sit there and be like, so when you explain this, when is this going to be... And you're just staring at the fans, and then you just keep writing the story. You look up from your desk, and you stare at them blankly, and then you put your head back down and you keep writing. And then they're just like, that's not answering the question. Like, you just looked up from your desk and you just went back. Like, there's so many things that...
All I know and love.
And like, it seems like Grendels are landing now in the third movie. Like, and I'm like, you just, this is worse than Batman.
It's like a whole, like, I feel like before, okay, they did 1, they did 2, whatever, they did, I guess this is the third one now. I feel like the Okay, in continuity,
The summer phase suffered
was
the winter's
what was it called?
They collided amidst
the one where the
lightning
venom
and fire,
makes it control
and a
the
god storm gathered up the land in its
what was the title?
embrace.
Oh, Web of Darkness?
Do you remember the steady rain?
Yeah.
I feel like
a hail
that,
of bodies, both
wouldn't
wintry
that
and
happen
warm.
before
It was a sword carving the plains.
what they're trying to portray, or maybe the third one is leading towards?
So here's the thing, they're leading towards no. They're leading towards no. That's where they're going. The only problem with no is he can easily beat Venom. Because there's nothing in any of the movies that has been done where Venom's like, I am separate from my planet, I am separate from my hive. The only thing that's saying is like, I'm a loser from my planet, and Eddie's like, seriously? He's like, well, you're kind of a loser too, like that banter, and that's it. Like, we're just a pair of misfits, and we're gonna figure it out. That's basically what they did. And you're sitting there like, oh, this is not gonna work. Like, you can't, like, no. No's gonna be so underpowered by the time this movie comes out that people are not gonna understand just how fucking powerful this character is.
Yeah.
This is the guy that wielded the Dark Necro sword. The first.
They didn't even really have time. Well, they didn't really like when they did Love and Thunder, because that sword was his.
Yep.
That triggered the confiscation of his. But they just said, oh, I don't even think they called the sword by its name.
Nope, they didn't.
Right? It was just like, oh, he's using this sword and he's killing God. It's like, yeah, but now
because it eats light. It eats all the light.
Why this is this? You know why James Bond is playing himself with his card? You know why whatever? But then you no, there was some guy using it, fighting, and then he picked it up and was like, ah, cool, let's go. And then he started dropping people like flies. It's like, bro, what?
Yeah, no, so Thor, Love and Thunder, the only issue with it is I kind of feel like it was a cop-out to be like, we need a female superhero. We need female superheroes.
Which isn't
bad.
Whatever, but they did it. You know what I mean? The approach was god awful. First of all, female Thor, Jane Foster as Thor did way more things than just fight Gore the God Butcher. If anything, she fought Magnagon, I think is his name, the one that could kill everything, and she won. Like, she killed a being that could just destroy everything and lived. Like, even Thor, like, they're like, not even Thor or Odin can defeat him, and she's like, why? She's like, well, she's like, I can see why, but like, why was it so hard for them? And they're like, because they didn't know how to fight him without anger. Like, they kind of just, because he fed on like, I'm gonna pull up his name. I'm gonna pull up his name right now, because I feel like I'm mispronouncing his name wrong. Is it Mangog? Because I know it was Mangog. I would say.
Yeah, Mangog. Yeah, Mangog. Like he's. Yeah, empowerment from the selfish acts of gods, pathetic ability to feed on the hatred of sentient beings. So as people got angry, like he's basically like. Yes, you can say, oh well, he sounds like a carbon copy of Hulk. Yes, but he's perfected. That's the difference.
He doesn't the rage
like he feeds off of everyone's rage. He doesn't let anything control him in that sense. And female Thor beats like with an inch of her life, but she like there's more feats that Jane Foster did that like not even Thor could fucking figure out. It even made sure that like Mjolnir was in a strong point and learned how to use its shatter ability. her fighting Gore the God Butcher, the only downside with that situation is that fight felt very anticlimactic only because it took 3 timeline variant versions of Thor to fight and beat the God Butcher. And even then, that was literally skin of their teeth. Like, it wasn't an easy fight at all. But that's the thing, it wasn't even Zeus that helped him. It was literally ruined God King for the future. Right? So Thor at maximum capacity, young Berserker Thor, and the current MCU Thor that fought Gore the God Butcher in the comics. They still had a hard fucking time.
That necro sword is no joke, bro.
Not even just the necro sword, because by the time they fought Gore the God Butcher, and they pointed out, like, his I guess, spirit resemblance of his son pointed out, he's like, you became the thing you hated. You became a god. And you can do whatever you want. And Gore's like, fuck. And he became a god, like, where whatever he thought, almost like a reality bender, whatever he thought, just he got that strong. But, like, still, it's That's why my brother said the bar was set pretty low for Deadpool. He's still not saying it's a bad movie. He still thinks it's a good movie. He's like, however, the bar was set low, and that's the scary part. Because he could have phoned it in, and he probably would have done really good. He could have. I think he even states that too. He's like, we could have phoned it in, called it a day. Like, I think he says that in the movie. I think he brings that up. Like, we could have phoned it in and called it a day, but.
Look what you did to Human Torch. It's like, did you know what he was doing to the budget?
Yeah. Like, Chris Evans gotta go. He's charging by the second. This man is charging by the second. No, fuck it, we'll talk about it. At this point, we're already talking about it. The movie was a straight up banger. I don't care what anyone says.
All those old ass fucking songs made perfect sense when they dropped. Like, they hit the nail on the head when they dropped all the fucking Avril Lavigne, Madonna, like, they filled it with the sound. Like, that soundtrack is gonna be
Well, I mean, there's that. There's also the situation too of like, the one thing that really portrayed, even if you're not a Wolverine fan, is it really highlighted why they need Wolverine. Every person that Wolverine fought had at least one over the left. One. So everything's like a plus one in that situation. Like, oh man, you fought the Hulk. Yeah, but it's a victory 2-1. Because when he was the Horseman of War, he beat the shit out of Hulk. When there was something else, he beat the shit out of Hulk. He only lost to Hulk in this situation because Hulk's like, I'm gonna split you in half now. And that's the end of it. Same with like fucking Juggernaut, all of these, like, that's the thing that is so funny because like, when they say, oh man, Logan was an anchor in this universe, that's why people, if you don't know about, like, the X-Men or the comics or Wolverine
you're gonna be
himself,
like, wait, what?
like, then,
all the people they showed up in this movie, right?
Yeah.
You done some shit.
Hello!
You done some shit.
We are actually getting into the conversation if you're still awake.
We're actually getting ready to sign off, so I am.
Oh, you're a loser. We were getting into it really quick with the Deadpool movie. Like, really getting into it. What are your thoughts first before we get into it?
No, it doesn't matter. He showed up there for work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for me, and I told Calder this, and I think I'm going to say it once more again. It had a story. There was no like highlight of this or highlight of that or hey look we're doing something different. You know there's diversity needed in movies. You know there's things like this in movies. Enjoy the fun. Just sit here and enjoy the story we're trying to tell, the narrative that's going on. Cameos aside, and I agree, it's not going to get the title of best Marvel movie for too many reasons. I mean, Infinity War and Endgame were still really good. You have a situation where Spider-Man's still fairly good for what it is. The only thing is, in this phase, top tier. Fucking S-class, like triple S-class bullshit. Like, there's nothing else that's gonna top this, even the next Captain America movie, only because Captain America is trying to set itself up for another movie. Deadpool didn't. It's like, we're not setting up for it. We have another movie in mind, maybe, but we're not setting it up for it. We just fucking do it when we do it. End of story. And so, you know, getting all the serious stuff out of the way, because, well, Tyler doesn't want to share and he's looking for an out. The fun stuff in the movies. like you can't deny, and this is the one thing that's great about it. It's like, because he can break the fourth wall in terms of how the character acts, he can literally be like, hey, this is going to be the best moment of the movie, soak it in. And it's like the first Wolverine and Deadpool fight. He's like, this is going to be probably one of the best moments in the movie. And that's the other thing, is like, the fights are well paced out. There's nothing crazy. The interactions fall off. Like, when they first realize it's Chris Evans, or hey, there's going to be some language, just prepare yourself. And maybe I forgot. I'm like, holy shit, I totally forgot that was a thing. And the worst part about it is I saw the fucking Fantastic Four mobile. And I was like, why?
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
When they were all going to go see Cassandra Nova, he was fully using the Fantastic Four movie.
Well, even when they went to go pick them up, and then the fucking Mad Max rant. Jesus Christ. He's like, sorry, I had to. Like, and there is, like, aside from all the fun, it was well timed. The fact that he's timeline jumping and trying to get all, like, he's like, I need to find a Wolverine. Like, apparently I need to find a Wolverine, that's what I need. And so, like, you get all of them, you get the glorious cavalry, which is like the greatest cameo. It's like, hey, you guys had a fan theory, here's the fan theory, that's all that's happening with it. Gambit, the guy had the accent down. I feel bad, because it's like, he would have been amazing. He would have been amazing if they made a Gambit movie. Like, if they made a Gambit movie right now, he would have knocked it out of the fucking park. That accent's spot on. Even Gambit's from the actual version of the movie was not that good. Like, there's just so much to the movie that you're just like, if Marvel said this was the last movie they were making, and that's it.
That would have been a note to go out on, yeah.
Like, even if it was like, oh, like, between, hey, we're done with Marvel movies, or we're taking a long break off movies, it would have been the one. It would have saved people for quite some time. Because you wouldn't have to worry about a lot of things. Because, again, they fucking knocked it out of, like, the fact that Ryan Reynolds is just a huge comic book nerd for Deadpool in its own right, and he knows how to produce movies and everything, you can't stop it. It's also the fact that Kevin Feige actually got involved with this too. That's another plus. When Feige actually gets involved with the projects, it stays sourced. I hate to sound like it, like I hate to sound like an asshole, but that's the truth. It stays sourced. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, yep. And the worst part about that response is you're also going to fucking... Every fandom is a tidal wave. Every fandom is a fucking tidal wave. Don't run against it. Oh my god, I'm referencing Frozen 2.
This place is a convergence of one's.
We've been watching it a lot. We've been watching it a lot at home. She's really into it now. She sings all the songs. But, like, yeah, no, fuck it. We'll use that. We got it early, though. We got it early. Now, here's the thing about it, though. This is where I personally... Yeah, in the scene where she runs against the tidal wave. Don't run against it. Is this your first time doing this shit? Fucking just use the source material and work your way through it. Because guess what? People are not going to fight against it. They'll fight against you on pivotal moments. Fair. Doomsday should have not been made on Earth. Doomsday should have landed on Earth. That's a given fact. But if you did that to the point where, if you did a situation where there was a Superman movie where he teamed up with Batman and they found out they were experimenting with Kryptonian genes and then you grew Doomsday in another movie, you'd have been fine. You would have been fine. No one would have fucking batted an eye. Like, you know what? Everything's explained. I'm okay with this. Because that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, Nightcrawler's father is in the void. Yeah. But Nightcrawler's not there.
Yeah.
So Nightcrawler
in there, I was like, oh shit.
Nightcrawler is somewhere. That's the thing. So that explanation, that inference means Nightcrawler is somewhere in the movies. That means we could get Nightcrawler to come back. And you know what? He's kind of a pivotal role in some of this stuff. Yeah. Like, it's one of those things where that's why Ryan Reynolds, that's why Deadpool knocked it out of the park. That's why fucking Iron Man knocked it out of the fucking park. Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man's teenage Parker, it still knocked it out of the park. Fucking all of these Marvel movies in phase 1, 2, and 3, because me and Colin were talking about the phases. The reason why they knocked it out of the park is because they stuck with the source material to an extent. Civil War, was it disappointing? Sure. But realistically, they would go bankrupt before they could film because of the amount of actors they would have to hire. However, Ryan Reynolds did smart because his crawler brought that up. He hired an unknown to play the secondary antagonist.
Yep.
You save a lot of money hiring an unknown actor just starting out.
They can't really pitch their worth right now because they're just coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to happen after their flame is ignited, and then other people try to get them, and then they're like, yo, I'm worth this much.
That's what happened to. Oh my! I keep blanking on his name. Who played the one that played Kang? Just so awful for blanking out on his name. Yeah. The actor.
Fuck, what's his name? Major.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I really like. Fuck that. Because
he did a good job, and he's done stuff, but you would know him more because he was in this Marvel setting now.
Because him and Chadwick were fucking rising stars in the Marvel studio. Same with Chris. Same with who's another unknown actor. Tom Holland wasn't an unknown actor. He did actually some other shows and stuff. So
I wasn't familiar with Spider-Man.
Tom Holland as Spider-Man, yeah, is definitely an unknown for a lot of people, but he did do a lot of local acting and a lot of local movies and stuff. So, in terms of because Henry Cavill was the same thing. The motherfucker was on the TV show on BBC called Tudors, BBC production. No one knew who the fuck he was. Also, fun fact: the fact that the first Wolverine you see is the tried and true variant of Wolverine, because that's actually in word. the word for word in his comic book bios and stuff, he is that tall.
This mage was clever. It took unfortunately for you, he failed. Are you beginning to see the pattern, child? From flame and frost and storm I take my form. Who am I?
Apocalypse Wolverine. Yeah. Okay, wait. Are we thinking of Frodo? Elijah Wood, Frodo?
Yeah.
He would have been better as the first variant, just for the laugh.
Yeah.
That man was an ultra widescreen. That shit was. Oh, I lost my shit.
Midget Dream.
So here's the good part. If they went with Apocalypse Wolverine, let's say Apocalypse Wolverine was the one they chose, the movie would have ended in 20 minutes. Because he's that goddamn powerful. So it's kind of a good thing that they went with it. Here's the thing. There's a man Logan. I fucking know. I was like, yes, this is the best Wolverine. Because he's the one that's he's tempered. He knows when to use his abilities. He's got all that experience behind him fully. And he's just on edge of I'm not trusting any fucking guy that comes through. Old Man Logan is the best Logan in my books because of that one reason. Because he's just I remember in the comics when he came into the main Marvel universe and he met X-23. He literally looked at her and what he said in response to her was fucking wild. He's like, there is no timeline, there is no universe that you should exist in. Who the fuck are you? And everyone's like, what? What do you mean? And it ends up being she's that big of an anomaly. Because he's like, I know my son. Dake it. He's like, I know my son.
An endless night the
don't
brothers
exist
war
anywhere.
did wreak upon the broken
What
land.
universe am I in?
Until the sorrow
And
lord
you
arose,
just lose your
the
shit. That's how
grieving night to make a
think
stand.
about this though. He's
The
that aware
hammer
of the
of
multiverse. He's
rose
that aware
and
of the
fell
multiverse
and
that
rose
he's
again.
nah, this isn't right.
Took the throne of Candrian.
So that was a cool call, and the fact that you were shocked if she was longer with him until his family got murdered. That's great. I enjoyed that callback. And then Cavalry. So did you guys notice that Henry Cavill didn't? No, he didn't use an accent. He spoke British.
Yeah.
He spoke British because he's like, this is just a cameo. It's whatever. Then there's Dogpool. Actually, yeah, sorry. This also ties into Ryan Reynolds being like the smartest guy ever. He also recuperated on his losses because Blake Lively and his kids.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that Wizzo. so the lady Pool.
Yeah, I saw
Pool
it.
And the 2 kids were his kids and his wife.
Yeah. So he recovered his funds super fast.
So that's 2 paychecks coming to the house. That's 3 paychecks coming to the house.
The Magus King, Indarian of Candrian, captured fire in his fist and with it took command.
It made sense, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, it's Anna Joy Taylor." Like, I don't think so. It would make more sense to make
She kind of had the hype, but yeah.
So it's kind of similar to. She's the one that played Furiosa.
Furiosa.
She's Furiosa right now.
Which is probably why they made the Mad Max reference.
No, they made the Mad Max reference because he's like, this place looks like Mad Max, and then the head gets cut off.
Sorry, another thing was, I think, was it you that asked me about the show Queen's Gambit, where they play chess? No, okay, maybe not then. Because I was gonna say the star of that show is Anna Joy Taylor. And that's the person that plays Furiosa.
Yeah. So, Wizzo, I wasn't aware that Caller didn't know about the Wesley Snipes situation.
I knew about it, but I didn't realize it was that big. So when they made the reference in the show, I thought they were talking about comic book shit.
No,
they not liking each other. But then Wizzo broke it down, and I was like, oh.
Like, I think it's water under the bridge now because he's just trying to recoup his losses, and he realized he burned a lot of bridges in the situation. Because when he went through his whole tax evasion situation, he had no one really step up and back him up on anything because he burned all those bridges, and that was his learning lesson. He's like, I'm never fucking doing that again. But like oh man, I just love the fact that, like, when he showed up, it was wild. It was
the
theater
went nuts over here.
Because
I don't know if DC people like to make noise in the theaters, but we went buck wild. With that little segment there, when they showed Elektra, for those who knew, when Blade came out was the loudest one. When Gambit came out was loud. But Blade got like damn near a standing ovation, bro.
So Elektra got a lot of ooze because some of the brown people here were either don't know what the fuck Marvel is other than the MCU. So the people that knew who Elektra was,
they made noise.
I was like, holy shit! And I really thought they were gonna bring Ben Affleck. I was like, fuck, bring him out, beer belly and all.
Well, in that one they said, oh, what about, he's dead.
This is what it is. That, but there's also the other part. He's still shredded from being Batman. So you would see this buff fucking Daredevil walk out and he'd be like, oh my god, it's like Batman stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I would have lost my shit. But, like, it's one of those things where that movie just,
it touched everything there.
Because it was phase 1 through 3 Marvel movies. It wasn't like, we're gonna do time there, it's multiverse. Doctor Strange and multiverse stuff, fine, makes sense. You wanna know why? Because
they even mentioned him, and the Sling Ring was in the show.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I mean, I because of the whole time thing, I wasn't personally offended when they're like, oh, an amateur magician came to you, because he is anything but. But at the same time, if an amateur person came to there, would it have been a situation where he had to finish and ended up warping himself there? Or did they send him there before he became Doctor Strange?
Nope. So I think he went there by himself, because here's the thing. And I was telling Caller this, but if you notice, there's no Avengers in the universe timeline, right? That's why he goes to 616. That's all he talks about. However, there's Avengers in every other timeline, which is fucking wild. So like that didn't. So it's kind of like it's a nice thing where he's just like, I can't really rely on the world's greatest team because they're not
here.
They're not here.
But I don't know how to do the job that the world's greatest team would have done, so...
Like, he's like, the people that are here are the 1990s X-Men. I was like, oh, I didn't know that universe was tied together. I mean, the X-Mansion was there, sure, but they could have written off and like, that's a different X-Mansion. But, like, yeah, it was just one of the things that was just wild about it. I will say, Pyro definitely put in a situation of timeline where, okay, he's much stronger now. Where Pyro put in a timeline situation where he's much stronger, like he's older, because he shouldn't have won against the Human Torch.
Yeah, I thought that was thing, and I thought it was like the element of surprise. But then it's like when you roll it back in the void, they were all in there, so they know about each other or whatever. So you know, it was like the fact that he just sucked up the flame. I was like, wait a minute, what?
So,
and then,
the best part about the void, because I started thinking about it, like, okay, let's think about this as like a movie production company.
You are
like
too late,
like
child.
Hollywood.
Even if you hold my
There's never been a Wolverine that has
Archsage's
entered the void.
mind,
There's been tons of Deadpool.
I have already accomplished what I needed.
Not a single
I have seen all
that has
I
ever
need to
entered the
see.
void.
And you have served your purpose well.
So I'm like, wow, they must really, really know that Wolverine brings in the money.
Even you will know.
Well, they knew Wolverine brings in the money. That's why he's like, that's what the Void was. Right? The Void was just projects and everything. I honestly thought because they kept referencing her. Because I didn't know Cassandra Nova was the secondary one. I'm like.
Here's the thing. Go on.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if Jessica walks out of that fucking skull, I'm gonna murk the fuck out. Because Johnny kept saying her. So I'm like, is it Invisible Woman? Like, is that who it is? Like, is that who's referencing?
When I saw the trailers, especially that part where he tried to like stab her and she made him stab himself and then like tossed him to the side or whatever. When I first saw that part, I thought it was Polaris. Right? Magneto's daughter. I fully thought that's who it was, which based on the surroundings and everything they showed and how she was dealing with Wolverine would have, made perfect sense. But then when it turned out to be her, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, what the fuck is Disney doing with the budget? Why don't we have Magneto? He's lost my shit. The fucking dead too. It's like, yeah, no, she knew immediately Magneto was gonna be a problem. Took that out in a heartbeat.
He was like, what about Magneto? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good. Just, all the fucking references, the highlights, everything.
Like, I mean, I caught a good majority, but I wouldn't mind watching it again just to see if I missed any other Easter egg that they had in there, bro. Because they had a ton of shit in there, man.
I think the one guy Gambit was fighting was Absorbing Man, but I could be wrong. Like, he could have just been a jobber, and I could have just misread into it. The one person manning the door was the Blob. That was
the Blob, the fat guy. I figured that out.
And then, like, it wasn't a
They
lot
had Lady Deathstrike, and then Pyro, and then
Quill,
Juggernaut.
And oh, by the way,
Toad.
how do you like the fact that Juggernaut was a real bodybuilder? They hired an actual bodybuilder to play Juggernaut.
Yeah, because he was the one that played it in the other one.
No, it wasn't. No, he wasn't.
The other X-Men movie or whatever, the dark what was it called? X-Men 3, whatever it was called.
Nope.
Wasn't that the same guy?
Nope, it's the guy who played Bronson. He was
Okay.
Yeah. But he was also short, so when he was running around, he was running on like sticks. So this guy's actually tall. He's an actual bodybuilder and everything too, so everything on that is like straight up natural, which is great. Because the Juggernaut in the Deadpool movie was too bad. So like it was just so is Cable dead? I feel like he keeps referencing that Cable's dead.
I don't think, yeah.
Well, I mean, every time he said it, he kept looking at Hugh Jackman being like, "Tell your mom." I'm losing my shit. I'm like, yeah. They finally count the Wolverine. They ain't letting go. That is money. That is money that they're gonna keep milking. That horse is gonna be wrung fucking dry. The other references though were there's a couple of other ones. Like there was Tony Stark's place that they saw there, a version of Tony Stark's place. Sorry, just to clarify. Yeah, there's just a lot of good references. I would have loved to seen other characters though. It kind of sucks. I mean, I feel like Ryan Reynolds definitely tried to reach out to so many people. Like, hey, I'm doing this movie. Do you want a cameo? Blah blah. Some people probably said no, because a lot of actors definitely walked away from the superhero thing. I mean,
I was curious to know how much people he was going to bring back because Chris Evans said he was done, right? And then obviously Wolverine said he was done, or Hugh Jackman said he was done, right? And then Carmen Electra, like they did the Carmen Electra movie, and she never went back. So it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad because it was basically following after Daredevil, which was terrible as well, right? But then they tried to, I don't know, do some money out of it or something. Or whatever. Again, it's like that was bad, but that's why I'm stick to the source material because Elektra is actually, from their level, is actually pretty open. She was running, the Ninja Clan. She was married to Daredevil. So she was like, if they had put her in a neighborhood, it wouldn't be like, hey, one of these persons, or whatever. Like she actually has her own comic. She's actually done things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, it's one of those things where like I honestly love the references with Gambit. Like everyone's just like, yeah, we had a room again. It's like I don't even know if I had a room to begin with. Like, I don't even know if I real or not. You never had a movie. So much. He's just like there's so much exposition coming out of your mouth, and we don't know what you're saying. It's just, yeah, like so. In terms of the Logan that he got, I honestly, before I realized it was old man Logan that was sitting there, I thought that was the Wolverine that like, because that's how old man Logan starts. And he goes to the X-Mansion, he's like kind of drugged, and he kills the X-Men in that drugged like state because he thinks they're the enemies that broke in, like Omega Red and all these people. So it was kind of weird because I think that was the variant. It was like a small reference where the kids were younger and Logan was the one that took care of them. I believe.
Yeah, it was kind of like back to the animated one, the callback to that one where it was like Wolverine and the X-Men, that animated one. I think it was supposed to be like a play off of that one.
Because I think it was Cyclops first that did that.
Yeah. Yeah, and he walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
you prepared to leave? Good.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking too. Yeah, because it was.
Yeah, at least it's not yellow or some shit. Yellow spandex,
Spandex,
and then
yeah.
they flew off, yeah.
But then here's the thing, though: the Logan that died in Deadpool's universe was the Fox one. That's the thing, right? Yeah, because like, because like they go to the X Mansion, they have the entire meeting, they have fucking Frasier there as Beast. Because my brain started reeling when he's like, oh, when the humans started to ride. I'm like, there's no fucking way they would have died to. Yeah, yeah. Like Cyclops alone probably would have decimated all of them, no question. So it kind of really like it started racking my brain. Like, what version are you? Like, what? Because like you wear the main suit, but the main suit never had a huge falling out, other than Old Man Logan. Old Man Logan used to wear the main suit, but then they show Old Man Logan. So like, I don't know which version you are. So I started to think maybe this is like an original. Like they made an OG one where it's like this is why this one's the work because of this reason. It's like, okay, sure, I'll take it, but then you're not ripping one out from another, because every single other version of Logan, minus the one that fought the Wendigo, was a monster. Just a monster.
That's why I love the fight scenes between him and Deadpool, because it was like so feral, and it's like, yeah, that's why he's called Berserker, bro.
I can't get Baby Knife out of my head.
Yeah.
Baby knife, and it's like, fuck off with the baby knife.
And then even when he was taking it out, he was like, okay, there you go, buddy. I got this one, baby knife. And then he took it out, and then he just beheaded Sabretooth in one shot.
Well, that's the other thing, is like, this one's battle hardened as well, even though he's like a drunk.
Yeah.
So, like, you sit there and you're like, this version of Logan is weird.
Yeah. And honestly, when Cassandra had her finger in his brain, I honestly thought what was going to happen was she was going to push him too far, and the Berserker Wolverine was going to manifest and kind of like push her out. You know what I mean? Because it's like there's so much rage there or whatever. I thought that's what was going to happen.
I am sure you have questions, and I shall do my best to answer them. First, let me say this. No adept in the history of the Scholia Arcana has earned the Savant's Ring more than you. Take it with my gratitude. Now prepare yourself.
Weight of the guilt.
Pain and, mud things and,
enemy is at an end.
Yeah, so I thought that's what was going to happen with him.
Alright, let's see here, because we also the movie, I'm going to start pulling up the variants that they encounter.
And the James Howlett one? I was like, yo, you guys really did your research, man.
Henry Cavill, or the eye patch, the Casino Royale one, comic accurate Wolverine.
Yeah, the only one that messed me up was the Fever Dream one. Yeah,
Jesus
the one
Wolverine.
that was on the cross in the world with all the skulls, yeah.
House of M. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's an original. Yeah, I know. Old Man, if they turned Old Man Logan into a movie, like that specific Old Man Logan one, that movie's fucking dark.
Formidable. Now to destroy her, we will use these keys to bring it went with luck.
It's just funny that they didn't do like the other story because he had a nice pool, right? So like, I wonder if they're gonna do like the variant of Wolverine that's just like not much of a fighter because there's multitude ones. And the variant of Deadpool's one of them being like the Moon Knight version was great.
I can feel the harmonies of the spell glyph unraveling. She is coming, Savage. Why does she not reveal us? Be ready. No. Stay back. It's you must.
For so long, I have anticipated this moment. To savor the sweet taste of freedom, and to destroy the legacy of those that.
Well, I was telling Crawler how they had to CGI his eyes open.
From the beginning, fool. So
and he's like, "What? Yeah. Oh, you didn't? You don't know about this?"
But rest assured,
Wesley Snipes.
of course,
For the third movie? When he was lying there and he woke up or whatever? Apparently that was a CGI. The third movie.
Oh, you don't know about this either? Okay, so at the end of Trinity, right, when he's on the examination table, Wesley Snipes refused to open his eyes. At that point, he was like done cooperating with everyone on the set, that they had to CGI his eyes open. Yeah,
because, bro, like sometimes, bro, yeah, because it's like, you did the entire movie and you want to see that thing now, you want to No, I know that, but you cooperated and did all the other movies.
Yeah, what are you playing?
And I just finished it and be done with it. It's just steady at a new level.
So here's the funny thing too, is like, because people thought, what's the one that played Dracula, Dominic Purcell, I think his name is? They thought he was an asshole, because Dominic is kind of a dick. Kind of. He got humbled during the CW shoots, because the community came after him. They were just like, when he went against his first cancer culture during when it was right down, yeah, he kind of fucking humbled up pretty good. Because he also made an Instagram post about how he's like, Vancouver's gross, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, Vancouver's gross, but you're an actor, bro. People are gonna they're gonna come at you for saying that. You shouldn't have said that. And they did. They came at you. So Dominic Purcell kind of got humbled. But it was funny how he got out-assholed by fucking Wesley Snipes. Then again, he was also like one of the highest paid actors during that time. You know what I mean? So it was one. Yep. And then the second that the director's like, look, if you don't get your shit together, we're just kicking you off the set, and just refuse to talk to anyone at that point. You're handing the fucking little sticky notes to the director saying, I'm okay to do this, can I do this? Yeah, one of those things. I mean, he's bouncing back, I feel like he's getting more humble. Hoping I'm not wrong about that, because fuck. Rashawn Ali, he's gonna fucking walk away from place sometime soon.
I saw that kind of earlier in the video, because I saw something.
It's because they're gonna change the script. I think Wizzo can die on this thing. They're gonna change it. They want it to be good. And it was also taking too long for the fucking make. Like, you're taking so long to produce a movie. I could have got like 6 or 7 movies done by the time this was happening. Like, it's why Chris Evans wanted out, because the production movies were taking longer, and the fact that Which you did.
Which is good. Didn't you drop like 2 between him retiring and this movie? You dropped like 2 or 3 movies.
And all of them were like dramas. None of them were action movies. Just kind of
no, Gray Man was an arm was an action movie.
Oh, okay.
Gray Man with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, also,
the one with that chick there, that one. There was action in it, but it was more romance. But it was
I forgot to mention because this brings to memory. Cavalry is fucking reloading his arms for the clock to pop out. Just give you a heads up. Yeah, he does that.
He did a what?
His signature move to reload his arms. He's gonna make that more money pretty soon.
Yep. So that's another thing that you like, they just put some movies to it. So he was, I guess he was filming the Superman one, and that didn't work out, and then he was filming The Witcher, because he was a fan of it, and they screwed that out.
Well, I mean, him leaving The Witcher was like, oh man, the amount of pushback that he was getting. The fan is telling you how you're going to make more money on the fucking product, and you're just like, nah, we don't need to do that. Everyone just wants to see you naked, but it's more than just being naked. If you want people to like show up, that can only get you so far, and you'll be like overaccepting. And boss is dead. I've just been cutting through all. Oh, it's been 3 hours. Oh, it's been 3 hours. Okay, let's need her dead body.
You have done the Scolia Arcana owes you.
Awareness. Oh, I already had those moments in a situation where it's like, because there are things in it where it's like, okay, well, this isn't explained, so what's going on here? And then they explain it later. So I'm like, okay, every time I came up with the situation of like, but, and then they're like, oh, here you go, here's the explanation for that. You're like, oh, okay. Okay, never mind. The only thing is the fact that, like, he references, like, a daughter. And I'm like, you can't do that. You cannot say those things, because the daughter reference is definitely one of the things that is big in the Deadpool mythos. It's because when you get the daughter, things kind of change up for him 100%.
Always an honor.
Yeah. But, like, at the same time, though, I'm like, I think he knows what he's doing, so I can't really get upset about that. So, it's one of those areas where it's like, yeah.
Arch saying goodbye.
So Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Pool.
That makes sense. Ryan Reynolds knows a lot. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman know a fucking vast majority of actors. What do they call them? Hey, do you want to just have fun?
Yep.
Because that's probably why Chris Evans did it. Just to have fun. Because they got to swear.
Yeah, because even when he did the interview with Hugh Jackman, he was like, Brendan, this is the most fun that I've ever had filming a movie. Just going, oh.